Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Jackson steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And ever since Tyreek Hill arrived in Miami, he's somehow taken his game to new heights. He's eclipsed the 1,700-yard mark in each of the last 2 years. And at one point last season, it seemed that he was destined to be the first wide receiver to total 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. He's truly a special talent that has become the focal point of arguably the most explosive offense in the NFL.
Tua now on first down. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That run sure looked familiar, and another first down picked up for Baltimore. And after a Hall of Fame caliber run in Tennessee, King Henry has made the move to Baltimore, and he's hoping he can be the missing piece that finally gets the Ravens over the hump.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, And he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 49 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua sets up to pass it. On target over the middle to Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Here's Mitchell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. This will be caught at about the 3. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua, a final shot before half. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never... Gave up, converged on his man, and broke.
The clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime, and what's on an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 81 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past. The 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during. To boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start here is Tua. Short throw to Smith. Escapes the defender. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. To the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now Johnson on first down. Flush to his right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Johnson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mike 20, Mike 20. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw to Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 69 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's a run with Mostert. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 69 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down. Now, I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
2nd and 7. Here's Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll dump this off to Achane. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Johnson.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got
his man complete. He's to the 15 and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Back to throw again. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, D. Get off the field. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20,
and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
72 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw. Johnson. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to take another shot here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's Johnson off the play fake.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 16. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On third down, Achane. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. The two are going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Johnson now. Off play action. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Johnson throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.